what we do with buyers when we first meet with them, because I know a lot of times when we're working with buyers, they want to call up and they want to say, hey, can you just meet us at this house and show it to us and all that kind of stuff. But what we really like to do is to sit down with buyers before we get started with you to make sure that we're all on the same page, because that's going to save you a lot of time, energy, effort, money, all kinds of things. Mm-hmm. And so what we do is that we either meet at your location, or we'll meet at our office, either one. And we actually like to sit down and go through the whole buying process and make sure that, first of all, what we want to do is find out what you want, like we talked about in the last segment. And we find that when we're sitting there for 15 or 20 minutes and we actually sit down face to face and go over it, that saves hours of looking at houses that you don't want to see. So you might think, well, I don't need to go through all those things. Mm-hmm. And some of your personalities wouldn't want to do that. But at the same time, when we do that, that does definitely save a lot of time, energy, and effort long term. As time goes on, we learn more and more about you. And so it only takes us a couple of times to really hone in on the exact thing that you're looking for. And when we do that, then we're going to find the houses for you. You're not going to have to spend the hours looking online. And the thing is that most people think that everything is online, and it absolutely is not. When I'm looking out there, we have a lot of houses that are off-market properties, people that are thinking of selling them that are in that market. Also, builder closeouts. There's a lot of building that are going on. So for the most part, when we're looking at that, we can navigate those waters with you and for you if you are looking for new construction and that kind of thing, or if it's an option. And many people think that it's unaffordable, but when you really look at it, it might be your best option. Then the next thing that we do is that we go through and we actually make sure that you're set up financially the way that you want to be set up. Obviously, if you're paying cash, you know what your budget is and how much that you want to spend that way. But if you are going to get a loan, there's several loan types that you can get. As a first-time buyer, there's several programs that you can get involved in that might give you down payment assistance and those kinds of things. So we want to make sure that you're all set up. We're not loan experts, but we have several partners that we point you to, that we want to point you to the right partner to make sure that you've got everything handled. So one of the things that we really do is that once we do get you into the houses, which we might be able to get you in there that same exact day that we're sitting down. Mm-hmm. But what we want to do is that we want to watch and listen. And communication is so critical through this whole process, to make sure that you're actually getting what you want or what you expected, or if there is a house that you think is something that you want to do. I mean, we don't want to put pressure on you to get it, but in certain price points in this market, there are multiple offers and you do need to move quickly. Then the next step would probably be, once we do have an offer that's accepted, then our next thing that we want to do is actually get an inspection of the property. Yeah. To make sure that everything that we see on the outside is what we see on the inside. And that's something that the inspectors do. They climb up in the attics, they go up on the roofs, they look at all the plumbing, they check all of those systems and the air conditioner and all that to make sure